Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style. Today we're going to be talking about sweater vests and how to wear them. All right, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. By doing this, these videos will come right to you. In addition, if you like this video, you find it useful, please click on the like button down below. And finally, if you'd like me to link you to, or if you'd like to go to a link that is going to be an article talking about more information about what we're talking about here, well, we got one right down here. Just go ahead and go to that and learn more about what we're talking about here in the video. Okay, sweater vests, how to wear them. Okay, the first thing you need to pay attention to when you get a sweater vest is you need to make sure it fits you properly. So go out there, try numerous ones on. Understand that different companies make different styles. Usually the less expensive sweater vests, they're going to fit really loose because they're trying to fit as many different body types as possible. The higher end ones, especially coming out of Italy, those are going to be more contoured towards an athletic man's build. And if you are in good shape or you've got a fit build or a normal build, you may want to lean towards that. If you've got a really big, hefty build, then, you're going to want to look at a number of styles and just find one that fits you well. Next, you want to make sure that the clothing you wear with this fits well, as well. So you want to make sure your dress shirts are well fitted and everything complements you. You'll notice that, this looks, I think, good on me because my jacket is well fitted. My sweater vest, or the sweater vest fits well, and the shirt underneath is contoured to fit my body. And I'm going to take the jacket off here in a second so that you can see the look I'm going for. And if you want to understand why you should wear a sweater vest, there's another video that we did. We're going to link to that one down below as well. So the different looks that you want to go for, monochromatic, that's one look, and that's where you go for a single color, and everything is kind of like a shade or a variant of that color. And that's what I'm going for here. So you see I've got a blue sports jacket on with the blue sweater vest along with a blue shirt. The only color which your eyes are being drawn to is the pocket square, and I did that on purpose. There's a little bit of, well, maybe not any blue actually in this pocket square, but I like it, and it really makes it pop. And you're drawn to that area, but you're also drawn to the lighter color up here around my neck and then up to my face. Now, I could have accentuated this with a tie, and let me show you a couple options. This is a great tie right over here from Charles Alexander Neckwear, and you can see that this green with the blue would work very nice. Yeah, one of my favorite ties. You've probably seen this if you watched any of my videos or looked through some of my pictures. You've maybe seen this tie before. Now, I could have gone also with a lighter shade that would still be very subtle and would work well. But here, again, I'm not going with a blue, but I'm going with a bit of a lavender. And you can see there is blue in here, so a dark blue and a light blue and the white. So all of this would work with the clothing I'm wearing here. Now, if I wanted to go with something that really pops, boom. And what I'm introducing, also a unique pattern, but also a color that really stands out. And if I were to wear this together, I would probably go with something more muted on the pocket square because I would want to draw attention to this little bit of the tie that sticks up. In addition, if I'm wearing a tie, I'd probably button this top button here. Now, the rules when it comes to buttoning and how to wear the sweater vest, so let's go ahead and talk about how to button and when to unbutton your sweater vest. Okay, the top button is optional. If you button up that top button, you're going to be going for a more buttoned up look. But the bottom, like when it comes to suits, always leave the bottom unbuttoned. So you can even actually unbutton the bottom too, depending on how long it is and how well it fits you. But I like to normally leave the top one undone and the bottom one undone. If you've seen other videos of me in the sweater vest, sometimes I leave the top one undone or buttoned up. Either way, it looks fine. It's almost the same rules. In fact, pretty much the same rules when it comes to jackets. Okay, so we've talked about the monochromatic look. I'm going to take a step back, but there's also this, you can go with a contrast look. And the higher contrast look is when you introduce a sweater vest or a vest that has a lot of color and is very variant from the other clothing that you're wearing. So with that blue jacket, with the blue shirt, if I was wearing, let's say, a red, a dark, let's say a burgundy, that would actually look really sharp. And I would still be able to, but I would probably still want to wear a muted tie, and I would draw a little bit more attention to that pocket square or maybe not. I'd have to see how it all looks together. But the big thing is that I'm introducing a color with that sweater vest. Now, if I had a sweater vest that actually had a check pattern in it and really stood out, maybe was more of a blood red, then I would want to definitely mute down my accessories. So that's something you need to pay attention to, because I think a well-dressed man, he's always best served whenever he's only got one, at the most, two items which are going to draw attention to themselves. And one of those items, if he has two items, I say should remain hidden unless he decides to show it off. So, you know, one thing you didn't see on my green jackets, when I open up my green jacket, it's got a purple, really bold purple inner lining. And I can hide that from most people. But if I took it off, you know, people would see that and it would draw a little bit of attention to itself. So really that in a nutshell talks about, you know, how you can wear a sweater vest. I recommend, I like sweater vests, especially during the winter. Obviously, they're functional, but they give this very nice monochromatic look. You can't see my trousers, but I've got a dark pair of trousers on. And by having the dark sweater vest with the dark trousers, it allows the eyes to go up and down, creates a slimmer, more masculine look. Okay, this has been Antonio Centeno with Real Men Real Style. If you enjoyed the video, please like it down below. And otherwise, come visit me at Real Men Real Style. And I look forward to seeing you in more videos to come. Take care. Bye-bye.